Hey traders, John Howell here. We're going to be looking at the short-term and technical analysis today. The last few videos I've done on my YouTube channel, I've been focused more on the bigger picture, what may be coming up over the next few weeks and months. But today is going to be based on just some short-term technical analysis stuff. What's the actual chart telling us like right now on a short-term level basis, and some really important things to look out for. And also, there is one or two different markets that I'm watching right now that could be confirming, and if they do confirm, we could actually get a really big drop on the downside, and therefore I'm looking to actually short that market. I'll share exactly what that market is. So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, make sure you grab access to that my breakthrough trading course that I used to charge for, but I'm still giving away for free. I don't know how long I'm going to keep giving away for free, but I still am right now. So you're lucky. It's your lucky day. As you can see on the screen, you get so much information there. There's something like 5 or 6 hours worth of training. I teach you everything from the foundations to the biggest mistakes, to the chart reading strategies, the trade management. I even teach you my #1 trading system. I give that all to you for free. And if you want to actually get my coaching, I'm also running a 70% off sale to my actual coaching program. So if you actually want to get access to that, it's the start of the year. I got that open as well too. So you can see all the details over there as well too. But even if you think I'm full of shit and you're not interested in the coaching program, just go get the free trading course. It will help you. So let's actually start off with the S&P 500 here. And what's actually happening here right now on the S&P 500. Now guys, remember, yet the last few videos are saying we need to wait to see what the big picture is, right? That was that big weekly chart, which is going to take sometimes many weeks to unfold. Are we going to break up, or is it going to continue down? We don't know. That's what the video is about yesterday. Okay, so I'm not saying we're definitely going to break up from yesterday's video. I'm just saying that we need to watch out for that. Now, on a short-term technical level basis, and this is going to confuse so many people, but remember the last few videos where we need to keep an eye open if certain things do happen. Okay. But then what I'm looking at right now is that I'm looking at what's happening on a daily chart. All right. Weekly chart takes 7 days or 5 days for the weekly bar. This is a daily chart here. And what I'm seeing from a daily chart perspective on a short-term technical levels, short-term technical analysis level, is this through here, right? So we have this level through here, and we have this resistance here, support, and then we broke down, and then we went sideways. So now we're going sideways through here, right? So we had a double top, it came down, and as you can see, it actually, where did that come down to? Where did you think it come down to? And so look at this here. So we had the double top. And what you do is you measure from the good old heady. Heady? Where the hell did that come from? I don't know. I'm so excited. Markets are open, back open. Markets open, back open. Markets are back open. I love my job. And then you project that down from there to there. And then the projection is actually down through there. So we didn't quite get down there, did we? Not yet anyway. Not yet. So that's actually probably where we're going to head down to. But the interesting thing I'm seeing right now is we come down and we're going sideways, all right? So we had a double top, and now we're starting to slowly trend down. If I bring on my 20 moving average, you look at this, what's actually happening from a 20 moving average perspective. And I want to share this here with you because you'll notice something that happens interesting when it comes to the moving average on the charts. So let me take off these trend lines here for a minute so we can just focus on the charts. And by the way, traders, as you can see, this is how I trade. Actually, most of the time I trade like this. Actually, so if you ever see me trade, this is how I'm trading. I'm just trading like this with the charts. And you're probably saying, John, I can't see anything. That's a real big issue for you. Okay, if you're trading the markets and you're saying I need to have all those, the RSI, the MACD, I need to see, they need to tell me what's actually happening with the charts. You are well behind the 8 ball, big time. Okay, and in my trading course, I spend like probably 2 hours walking you through how to actually read the chart, right? Because the biggest mistake that I made in my first probably 10 years of trading, I've been trading now for close to 19 years myself, and my biggest mistake that I made was I was focusing too much on the indicators and not the chart itself. But doesn't it make sense that if all the indicators, including the moving averages, by the way, are a derivative from the actual chart, doesn't it make sense that we learn techniques, strategies, systems, approaches to get good at actually reading the chart itself and not the indicators, right? So, and traders, and that's when my trading completely changed. By the way, my success rate went through the roof. I stopped over trading, etc., etc., etc. Right, all that sort of stuff actually started happening. So we could see what's going on here, but then what I do is then I start to overlay moving averages such as the 20, and it starts to give me a bit of a clue. And so you'll notice what actually happens. Look at this here. Look what actually happens. So we notice when the market goes up, we generally get a bit of a pullback, and then we go for a run, right? We go down, we generally get a bit of a pullback. When we bounce off it, we go for a run. Bounce off it, we go for a bit of a run, right? Again, short-term stuff here. So you can see when we do that, we generally get that. So if indeed we do start to get something like this, and then the moving average starts to come down through here, this 20 moving average starts to come down through here, you can see how the market, the S&P 500 loves the bounce off this level here. So there's no guarantees it's going to bounce. So you don't just go, oh, it's going to bounce, let's go short now. No, don't be a moron, right? No preempting. Oh, it's going to happen. I see some people right now saying, oh, that's right, John said the market's going to break up. Yes, he's right. You must have call options in the markets right now. And then if I do videos like the market's going to crash, like, yes, John, I agree with you. Yes, right? One of the biggest mistakes people make right now, guys, in trading is they look for confirmation bias. If you got call options in the stock market right now, you're going to be looking for everything out there in the stock market to say that you are right. That is a big mistake, guys. Big mistake. If you watched my video yesterday about how I had almost a $700,000 short position on when Trump got elected, and you know what happened to the stock market after that? The reason why I did that was because one of my things was I was short, and I was looking for every single thing and every single reason why the market was going to go down. But the market was simply just what was right in front of me was clearly obvious. So do not be looking for confirmation bias, guys. Actually, the confirmation bias should be what the market is telling you, not anything else. So the purpose that you can see, we get the bouncing here. So if we do get a bounce here, and then we start to see something like this coming down through here, like that, then we're probably going to see the market actually come down through there, right? So, and again, I know that makes no sense because my video that I did yesterday was saying we need to see what actually happens here, right? What actually happens here? Do we roll over here on a daily chart and head back down? Or do we hold here and then start to see the market actually start to trend back up from there? Makes sense? So something like that. If we do get something like that, then yeah, we can start to look at that big long-term weekly chart, possibly trend changing. But right now, no. There's some people in the chat box right now saying, oh, John's coming around the corner. John's finally seen that the market's going to go up. No, I'm not finally seeing it. I'm just reading what the market's telling me. Right now, the market is telling me this. It's not saying anything. And if you're saying, well, the market's going to go up because of blah, 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 then your blah, 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 blah is going to give you a bit of a blah, blah, blah in your pants, all right, most of the time. So let's just wait for the market to tell us what's going on, and then we can trade from that, from that there. And that's what trading is all about, right, guys? We have a setup, we have a confirmation, we wait for confirmation, and then we actually trade that. So that's what the S&P 500 is actually doing right now. We're going sideways through there. If I go look at the actual Dow Jones as well too, the Dow Jones is doing something really, really, really similar as well too. Right, we've come up, we've come back down, we're going sideways. So if we do traders, if we do start to get something like this, like a big down bar like this, then like a big strong down bar, we could quite possibly get a bit of a movement on the downside through there. Same thing, look at this here, bouncing. It bounces. It loves to bounce off this 20 moving average. So that's the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq. Now the Nasdaq is the weakest one out of the whole lot of them. And again, just going sideways. One thing I really want to see when it comes to the Nasdaq is this. I really want to see this market just go sideways for a bit. Give me a bit of a calming effect, right? See this 20 moving average? Let's actually get this thing coming down like that. If we do that, and then let's actually get like a really big breakdown bar, right? A really big breakdown bar. If we can get something like that, guys, I'm telling you right now, it is on like Donkey Kong. Now, remember, traders, I'm going to say this. I know I'm repeating myself here, but some of you monkeys just don't understand. The video that I did yesterday was saying things we need to keep an eye out for. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. It doesn't mean we're going to go into an upward trend. It doesn't mean we're going to break to the upside. I'm just saying we need to keep an eye out for that. It may not happen. We need to be watching for both sides to see what the market is telling us. If the market holds here and we start to go up, that's what's actually going on. If it starts to go down, we're continuing this downward trend. Makes sense? So go with the markets there. So that's actually a bit of an update across the stock market itself. Let's go have a look at gold right now as well. Let me take off this moving average. I'll go back to just gold. Now, gold is one of those markets, guys, that we just continue to be quite strong through here. Very, very, very strong. I was expecting, and I probably still am. Expecting somewhat to see something like this, just a bit of a pullback, not too much, and then a recouping. There you go. Recouping, and then a recouping back to the upside, and then a recouping back like that. So we can see up, down, and then back up again, right? So that's what I'm seeing through there on the good old gold. But I do see this is even if we do get the pullback, it's probably going to be just a nice short-term pullback, maybe for a week or two, and then we're probably likely to see a movement up to new highs. So gold for me is definitely looking really, really, really good when it comes to. I believe gold is going to make some astronomical moves real soon. From looking at that. And the last of the least is the two different markets that I'm looking at right now to possibly short, and I'm very, 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 very fortunate I can short it, is firstly, it's Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin is definitely setting up to be really, 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 really nice. And so we can see here, look at this here, right? So we have support all through here, then we have a down, and then we have a cross, right? So what we're seeing through here is we're seeing that we're getting this here. Now, traders, if we do get something like this at a Bitcoin, guess what? We're probably on our way down to probably 10,000. And that could be an astronomical move, like a really, really, really good move from there. And then also looking at Ethereum as well too. The good old Ethereum is squeezing up into this massive descending triangle pattern, but we're getting the same sort of thing, right? We're getting this sideways movement. If we do get something like that, wrong color. If we do get something like that, then guess what? Ethereum is probably going to get smashed down to, or hammered all the way down to around about that 300 level.